Welcome to Midcard Maniacs. I'm Jay.
And I'm John.
And today we're booking a horror movie. We're coming up with a horror movie, and we're figuring out all of the characters, the weapon, the villain, the killers, and then booking it with wrestlers.
Hopefully the entire cast is just wrestlers who we want to see in our made-up movie. Yep.
So to bring you up to speed, we have Drake Maverick was dating a girl. He cheated on her with Alexa Bliss. Her brother is Braun Strowman, a nerd, and his friend is Shorty G, who's a nerd as well, of course. But he's a nerdy stalker, or like kind of a creep. I guess he's just like really in love with Drake Maverick's ex-girlfriend, which we're going to cast in this video, ideally. But Alexa Bliss is our killer here. She is the turtleneck killer. That's what our wardrobe is.
It makes sense. If you didn't see the video, turtleneck killer makes sense because we're trying to hide as much skin as possible to have that like red herring effect.
All right, so let's move on. We are casting our final girl, who is the person that this slumber party is for.
Now I had a wrestler in mind. I'm gonna pitch this one to you.
All right, pitch it.
I think this would make perfect sense because she's so pure and innocent, or at least was, Bailey.
Honestly, I can see that because like, yeah, we're going like old school Bailey, the hugger section.
Can you imagine like pulling on those heartstrings to find out Bailey was cheated on?
It's definitely somebody that I can see like Shorty G falling in love with, because who can't fall in love with Bailey? Everyone loves Bailey.
And she's a strong person, so as a final girl, she would be able to hold her own.
Well, to be fair, we're casting this completely with wrestlers. They're all whooping anyone's asses. I would honestly just like tear up, even when I found out that she was like broken up with, because that's likely like one of the first scenes in the movie is, I broke up with my boyfriend. All right, well, we need to like coddle you and bring you back, and we can have some wine and a girls' night, figure some stuff out and just chat, maybe play Scrabble or something. I don't know what you girls do at sleepovers. I've been told, after thinking it for years, that it's not pillow fights. I think it's now transitioned to wine. I think that's what happens.
Maybe fondue.
Whoa, this is way fancier than, bikinis and pillows.
I think Bailey would be also good because like you could totally picture her being the contrast to the rest of the girls.
Wait, hold on. You're establishing that she's just hanging out with a bunch of mean girls?
I feel like that's a stereotype.
Maybe in the context of what's happening, because they're like, yeah, fuck that guy. Not because they're inherently assholes.
Right. With Shorty G like being attracted to her, she could come off as that bookworm at the library,
Absolutely.
Yeah, she cares about her grades, and, Shorty G appreciates that in a woman.
Now we need to come up with the other girls. So thinking of the stereotypes, we're gonna probably go with like a promiscuous girl.
We need that promiscuous one because it could lead to more kills.
There's only one person that I can picture as being the promiscuous one. And I don't want any hate from Otis on this one. Keep your power belly away from me. But Mandy Rose, god damn it.
You got fire and desire. She's the desire.
I don't know if she's the desire or the fire. She's both, kind of, to be honest. That just seems like the most logical choice. She's not only ultra attractive, but she's sultry. She woos people, and we've seen that before. Of course, there's an argument for Lana because she's in all these relationships and shit, but Mandy Rose is the one.
Now, who would be your boyfriend, though? Like, who's gonna be, like, the guy she's gonna sneak in for, like, the sexy scene?
Mandy Rose is absolutely going to have the hottest, hunkiest guy. So who's the hottest, hunkiest guy? It's going between two for me.
Okay.
I would say Randy Orton. He's not only a hunk, like, I know that girls love this guy, but he's also a complete dick, and you're cool with him showing up, having a sex scene, and getting murdered. That's fun times. The other one was gonna be John Cena, but he's too nice.
I'm thinking, like, chiseled body. Like, this is our chance to have, like, the like, big jock guy. I think that the person who could pull off the Letterman's jacket, there's two guys here who could do it. Bobby Lashley or Apollo Crews. Can you picture Bobby Lashley coming, sneaking through a window in a Letterman's jacket as Mandy Rose is like letting him in? He's just got like his beers, he's bringing in the boys.
I like your idea, but because we have so many people, I think we go for the asshole that you don't care about.
Yeah, Randy Orton would fit that part for like a quick on screen, like a cameo. And you know what? It could add to the reasons as to why Alexa Bliss is killing these characters, because she's trying to have like the girls' night.
It has that immediate confrontation here, and then that kind of sets up some hints to the audience.
And then you could have like a one-off scene at the beginning of the film where like they're all like hanging out at the college campus and like Randy Orton dumps a slushie on Shorty G or something like that.
Right,
like,
that's the flashback moment, you know,
Yeah.
like to see why there's different motives for certain people. Okay, fair. Let's move on to, we need another girl who's probably going to be maybe even another nerd. Maybe that person likes Shorty G, and it kind of adds a different dynamic a little bit. And almost in all horror movies, you have that like more reserved type that's like a bookworm. The only suitable person I can think of, if we just tone her down a little bit and make her our very first AEW entry, it's the librarian, Leva Bates.
See, I wasn't even thinking crossover universe. I thought we were thinking,
Yeah, we can do WWE, that's fine.
oh,
Well, yeah, perhaps we'll have like AEW editions. We'll leave this to WWE simply because this is what's happening.
it's a great casting choice.
It's a
You're
good
not
casting
wrong.
choice.
You're
She
not
will
wrong.
be a bookworm in a future video. Absolutely. So thinking of somebody who's kind of more reserved on the WWE roster or NXT, I'm okay with that. I would maybe even Dakota Kai or something like that.
I was thinking maybe Candice LeRae.
If I'm being honest, it's kind of a throwaway character. We're not gonna flesh out where she's going anyway. I think that can work.
At the party, we've got Alexa Bliss is hosting the event for her best friend, Bailey. So then we have
Candice
LeRae as our like reserved bookworm. And then we had
Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose as the promiscuous type. So we're gonna choose the wild card, right? The fun one.
Yeah, the wild card who's just like a little over the top. The person who busts open the door and is like, yeah, I got a six-pack and I'm ready to party. My immediate thought is Mia Yim, because she's always wearing like cargo pants. She's got different colored hair. She just seems more like, fuck, let's go. Let's fucking party.
There's a good number of people on this roster that could do that. Can you imagine Ruby Riott busting down the door? Can you imagine Shotzi Blackheart busting down the door?
I would
Rhea
go-
Ripley busting down the door, being like, "Let's party."
My vote would be, yeah, Mia or Shotzi. I think Ruby is too fucking crazy. This isn't a group of punks. I've been to a lot of parties, I've been to a lot of concerts, but if you go to a punk concert, it's like a different type of crazy. And I don't think that these girls hang out with somebody like that. Shotzi also kind of fits into that like punk aesthetic, to be honest. Like her, Ruby, Rhea, throwing Tony Storm, anyone with metal on their jacket, that's for a different story. Mia just fits the bill, and I think it just works by herself.
I think we got a pretty solid cast right now because we've got a nice mix with our female cast. We got a good variety, and then with our male cast, we've got our two nerds and technically like our two D-bags.
We do need to come up with a weapon for our killer. Alexa Bliss is our killer. She wears a turtleneck, and we settled on the white mask.
You put the pink ski mask.
Oh, the
on.
pink ski mask. Because you just said ski mask last time, and I'm like, well, I really like Spring Breakers, so I'm going all in on this like Britney Spears moment. That's one of my favorite scenes of all time, by the way. So all she needs is a weapon. Sure, she can use multiple weapons throughout, but what's the main one that she's going to use? I think there's going to be at least one standout item that's going to be the thing that would be on poster art and stuff. When we get to the kills in like the next video, that's when we'll talk about which weapon she actually used for each kill, and then we'll finish the movie off. But for now, we just need that one primary key piece.
Her holding like fondue skewers.
Oh, fondue
Just-
skewers, because corkscrew killer.
Corkscrew, yeah.
Because it's wine. Maybe Mia, when she came, she's like, I brought a six-pack, and here, tosses her like a corkscrew. Pop open the wine, and that's our slow-mo shot of this very easily concealable weapon that our killer holds.
We could also factor in a few other things too with our red herrings with Drake Maverick or Shorty G. One of them could be a connoisseur of wine.
This is turning out great.
I like the corkscrew too because like there's so much potential even when you're thinking about the kills, because like you can conceal it, you can just like hold it in your fist, do like jabbing and punching motions.
Keeping it behind your back, and then, just pulling it out to open a bottle. So today we did our casting, we got our weapon, and now the last piece of the puzzle is going to be breaking down all of our kills, and we're gonna do that in part 3 of our Slumber Party edition of booking a horror movie. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, like it, comment below with what you want to see us do in the future, and perhaps we'll take it into consideration. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything Midcard Maniacs.